What's up to my team? We are on a beautiful path, and on that path I wanted to make sure that every one of you, especially you watching this video, because that means you're putting in the extra work to go dive into the materials, which allows you to continue to grow and elevate. I want to make sure that we empower you to do the same stuff which I do, which is to delegate, to scale the self. So this isn't for everyone. Some people, you want to just stay in your lane to get your work done. And I want to plant a seed. There's a movie called Inception, where he just says, you plant the seed, you let it grow. Because over time you come and realize that it's one of the most beautiful things ever to create someone else's knowledge to fill a space of what you were doing, to train, to educate. I mean, that's the process of being a parent. That's what they go through. You teach them about the world. Now, in this case, we're teaching about a very small set of the world. We're simply teaching about what our task, job, or this lane is. And sometimes, I'll even have to do that for a new job, which I don't fully know how to do yet. And so what I want to tell you about is basically the core process through which we do that is simply by creating assignments to test people. Sorry if it's loud. So basically, you might have gotten hired through this method. You pass some sort of test. And this is the way that I want to make sure we continue to offer. Especially if you're a leader of a company. Especially if you're any sort of executive. Then I want you to make sure to utilize interns. Interns are such an amazing thing because it allows just teaching young people to use certain tools, and it doesn't have a super high capital expense. And if by the end of the 6 months that we like to do for internships, we like to do longer internships, so we get through the training and we actually get really good value out of them, we test them for longer. 6 months is a good amount of time to learn. If someone at the end of that 6 months is providing us a ton of value, I just give them a job. They get a big increase. And so that's all this video is to say, is to first plant the seed to say, think about in the stuff that you do, in the thing that you're operating, how you can make your time the most valuable. And if you need someone to help you, then we want to facilitate that. If you think we need this position, we need someone full-time doing this, I want to manage people and have them help, and I can make that worth it, then I want to extend that. And so the next thing I want to explain is making a really good assignment. So we have a video which we stitch to these assignments. So you don't need to worry about talking about the opportunity, the pay, any of that stuff. You just need to worry about the scope of what you're giving them in terms of a test. Now, you'll see that I like to test super direct. I like to take something which is a core part of the project, see if someone can get it done, and then continue. Because that's the best test. Some people do random different tests in interviews. I like to test by seeing, can you build the thing that we need next? Can you design our UI UX better than we have it? Things like that. So when you're doing your assignment, your goal is basically just to think of something that is going to give you a good capability to see if this person is a good fit overall, long term. And that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. An example when it comes to tech is a little bit different. You want to make sure that you really define exactly how you want it built. and the details, and then you're going to look at the assignment. So remember, you're going to be looking at the submissions that come in, you're going to be reviewing them, and basically selecting off that. I normally don't even do a second interview because I only care about how well someone is shipping. But if you want to do a follow-up interview, or if the position is hard to test for, then go ahead and do it in the way that you want there. So thank you so much. Super excited about those of you who are able to scale yourselves, who are able to basically learn how to put teams together. That's the most valuable thing, is to be a manager of managers. Because once you can become like me, and you can teach the people you're hire to hire under them, and as long as this is all done while building a profitable business, like doing it with what it needs, you don't just hire for no reason, then you're going to be an amazing operator, and you're going to be so valuable in this ecosystem that we're going to do great things together long term. So hope that gives an insight on ways that you can scale yourself, the methodology of creating an assignment, and that you're thinking about that as you're going about the process of thinking about scaling this project, company, whatever it is you're working on, to help make Persist Ventures grow to the thing it can be.